Can you guys hear me? Yeah. What about now? What's up, guys? Can you hear me now? What's up, y'all? We're getting started. And a text about, hey, you know what happened, CC? Listen, I have been working on this, so I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing Instagram Live at the same time. Um, cool, awesome. What's up? So what's up, everybody on YouTube? What's up, everybody on Instagram? We're doing live tonight. We're going to be talking about um, finding buyers, right? We're going to talk about that for a little while. So tonight's topic is about finding and building your buyers list, and then also being able. And then we're going to go into some Q&A, which we always do. That's my favorite part, right? Because it's what you guys need and what help you guys need to help with. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to start with going over some ways to grow your buyers list. I'm going to wait about another 2 minutes. And then we're going to go. What's everybody been up to this week? It's Thursday. We usually do this like on Monday or Tuesday. I've just been busy traveling. I was in, where's Big Sip at? And Mr. Sippy, CC, all them people, man. Welcome. A couple more minutes and then we're going to get started here. Tonight's topic, first half, is going to be about growing your buyers list. And it's very important. A lot of people don't take it serious when it comes to growing your buyers list, but it's very, very, very serious because it's how you sell the properties the fastest. All right. So in a few seconds here, we're going to go into talking. Anybody close a deal this week? Press 1. If you close a deal this week, press 1. Or you closed a deal or you got one under contract this week, press 1. What's up? What's up, Adrian? Woo! We got somebody closed or locked up a deal this week. It's Thursday. It's early, y'all. Oh, got another one. I love it. I love it when people are making money at this, man. It is absolutely life-changing. You know what Adrian always says? He's like, you're changing your family tree, right? Because I did a podcast recording with him last night, and it's not the first time he said it to me, but it makes a lot of sense. You're changing your family tree. So if you guys are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that, because the lives will eventually, even though I like doing Instagram, if I do them from the YouTube, I'm able to do like a whole show and produce it for you and put up some slides and stuff live, which I can't do it on Instagram, but I do like that. Well, I guess I will have to mark 0. No, listen, that's what we're here for, man. We're here to make sure everybody gets a deal, right? This guy over here on YouTube says, Darian says, congrats, my guys. I'm 21 and he's so ready. Dominique said he locked up a deal 2 weeks ago. I like that. So listen, if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you do that. Just search Maxwell, hit the subscribe button. I'm live on YouTube as well. And that show next week is going to be so much better. I'm going to be able to intertwine stuff. Trust me, we're working on a whole lot here. There goes Big Sip. I have some deals in escrow, just didn't lock anything up this week so far. That's what I like to hear, man. Escrow is cool. All right, so now we're talking now about how to grow your buyers list. And here's why it's important, okay? It's important to grow a buyers list because when you have a property locked up, you want to be able to sell it and assign it as fast as possible, right? So that's why it's important to grow your buyers list. Mississippi, what's going on? A lot of you guys, what's going on? I haven't dropped the podcast now. It's being edited. It was so long we had to drop it into 2 parts. So the podcast is going to be broken into 2 episodes. So it's important to grow your buyers list because it's important to be able to sell the deals that you get under contract, okay? So let's talk about some of the ways that you could simply start growing your buyers list, okay? This is going to be after you lock up a deal. what you can do is go online, and I hope everybody's familiar with their county GIS, right? So that's Geographical Information System. So if you live in Rockingham County, you're going to type in Rockingham County GIS, and that's where all the real estate information is kept in your county right there online. All right, start by putting in the information on the property you live in right now, and then you can start to learn how it works. So what you're going to do is when you have a property locked up, you're going to look at the tax data. When people say tax data or tax records, they're usually talking about the county GIS, right? You're going to go into the county GIS, you're going to type in the address of the property that you got locked up. Hopefully you've already did this. And what you're going to do after that is you're going to look at the properties around and adjacent to the property that you have. Sometimes you're going to have properties that are owned by LLCs and investment companies and all those type of things. That is what you want to do. So for example, if you lock up 123 Main Street and 125 Main Street and 126 Main Street might be owned by a LLC, those are people you want to find out and tell them, hey, look, I have a deal. Reason why it's the easiest is because they're already buying in the neighborhood. They've already identified themselves as somebody that likes to be buying in this neighborhood. It could be a great investment, buy and hold, obviously, or it could be something that they're rehabbing. You also want to drive around the neighborhood. Kingston, Jamaica is in the house. What's up, guys? You also want to drive around the neighborhood that you're actually got the property locked up, and you want to see who's doing rehabs in the neighborhood. You know, go drive a mile radius around and find out who's doing deals. Second way is to you want to do like my buddy Mr. Sippy does. What he does is he uses a system called REWW. I think that's what it is, or it might be the what's the name of this system? It's the smart system designed by Kent Collier. Okay, it pulls a list of all the cash buyers for you, and what it does is it tells you who's actively buying. It's the smart system. He's right. It's the money making. And listen, if you can't afford the smart system, find somebody that has them and pay them some money to just say, hey, drop me a buyer's list. Whatever it's worth to you, you'll instantly know who's buying in the zip codes that you're doing. So another one is using the smart system or the smart suite that is designed by Kent. If you can't afford it, find somebody that has it and pay them to do that. Somebody's saying find cash buyers now. I don't know that one, so I won't say it, but I'm pretty sure there's other stuff out there. Another way that a lot of people don't know is list source. You can actually pull a list of active buyers on list source and do it that way. And then you can craft a letter and send it out to them. Mr. Sippy has it. Pay him to pull it. Pay him to pull it. One of my favorites, my absolute favorite way to find buyers is I attend, right? What I like to do is attend live auctions, foreclosure auctions, or foreclosure auctions, which are deed auctions, or going to be tax auctions. And in my county, these auctions are live at the courthouse. So what I do is I go to the courthouse with some business cards, which I don't have on me right now, and I wait until people are actually bidding, and I see who's bidding, and I approach them after the bid. And I simply say, hey, I seen that you were bidding on 123 Main Street. Well, it happens that I'm a wholesaler here locally, and I come across properties like these all the time, and sometimes even cheaper than what you were bidding for here at this auction. Here's my card. Give me a call. Let's sit down and have a coffee and talk about exactly what you're looking for. So Kent speaks about this. Kent says you should go out and find buyers and do shopping versus just locking up deals left and right. So if you have a shopping list versus just going out and trying to sell a deal, it makes it a little bit easier. So finding buyers is very, very important. And some counties actually don't have live auctions at their at the courthouse. What people do is then the auction is still online. So for example, if you're in South Miami or if you're in South Florida, sorry, what you're going to do is go on the website, which I think is realforeclose.com. You're going to, and other counties across the world use that. You're going to go on that website and you're going to go back and look at last month. So right now we are in November. You're going to look at October sales and look at the third-party winners, because you don't want to look at the bank that won it. You want to go look at the third-party winners, and it's going to be LLCs. You want to contact those LLCs and say, hey, listen, I have a deal in your area, or I'm going to be having deals, or I usually find deals. What you want to do is go out and grab these deals from these buyers that are buying cash. And here's what I love about auctions. Out of all of these things, I love the auctions the most, because these people are actively looking at the moment, right? So if I went to an auction this morning, which there was one this morning, what you're going to do is you're going to approach that guy with the business card that was just bidding, and it's usually 10 to 12 people they're bidding. You know they got cash because they got to close fast when it comes to buying at the courthouse steps, usually within 30 days or less, and they're putting down deposits. So that is my absolute game kicker on finding cash buyers in your area, is going to the live auctions or looking at the auctions online in your area. And if your auctions are online, it's probably on realforeclose.com, which is a third-party site that a lot of the counties and city governments use. So that's why it's very important to find or how to find and need to find cash buyers. Another way to do it is go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and you want to get the blank bandit sign, get you a big marker, and write in 3-2 fixer upper or 3-2 needs work, 3-2, so that's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, needs work, must sell. Put your number. So that what that does right there is that anybody driving by that's a cash buyer, they're going to see that and they're going to say boom, right? Or you can say, like, if a good price, if you're let's just say you're getting properties and they're usually around like 50, 60 grand, put 3-2, 55,000, needs work, must sell, right? Stick that sign in the ground, your phone will be blowing up off the hook. Hey, you got that 3-2 for sale, needs work? Those are cash buyers. You interview them, say, hey, you know what? I just sold that. I just sold that property, but here's what else are you looking for? Tell me what you're looking for. And then once they tell you that, then boom, you're in the money. Another way to do it is post ghost ads on Craigslist. You want to go find a piece of property that is ran down in somewhere in your county, and you're going to take a picture of it. You're going to put it up on Craigslist, and you're going to say 3-bedroom, 2-bath, needs work, fixer upper, must sell, call me here or email me here. And then you're going to get cash buyers that are going to be hitting. Your wholesalers are going to be hitting you up too. I will say wholesalers will be calling you as well. But if you have the questions, it's going to be easy for you to weed out wholesalers. Okay? But my absolute favorite way to find cash buyers is I personally attend the live auctions at the county courthouse and see who's bidding on properties. If you're bidding on properties from the government, you got cash. Okay? Because they don't play around and you got to close fast. All right? So if there's any questions about how to grow your buyers list, and that's just quick, guys. That's just some quick tips. But if you have any questions on how we've just talked about how to grow your buyers list, shoot them off here, and then we'll spend a couple minutes doing that, and then we'll go into open question and answering on how to do whatever stuff that's going on in your business right now. This guy says, Darren Shields on YouTube says, fucking keys. Sorry guys for cursing, but I'm just reading. He says, forgive my language. Darren, we forgive you. But those are your keys, man. So anybody else? Anybody else? You got some questions? What's up, Angie? Angie and I had a good call this week. Angie is ready to scale. She's in the market of Chicago, and she is, I believe tonight or tomorrow, she is hiring her first virtual assistant. He says, Big Sip says, tell him about how to interview your cash buyers. Let's see something here. I wonder if I can go live with somebody. That doesn't work. I don't know. Instagram, give me the go live with somebody feature, please. Jesus. Oh, open the door, sucker. Deadbolt. So he said quality turtleneck. All right, so Angie, how's it going? Did you hire your first virtual assistant? When am I coming to Dallas, Fort Worth, bro? I'm supposed to be coming to soon. I'll tell you when. I'll make sure I post it on Instagram. I'm just waiting on some tickets to come through. Oh, Angie's talking to her first. He's interviewing her first virtual assistant in 30 minutes. Good luck. Good luck. Big Sip. No, it says New Money Jeezy. I got you. DM you, bro. VAs can be great. So listen, VAs is actually how I run my business. I have 4 virtual assistants that run my business, all from the Philippines. They are very good. They're very efficient. They take my inbound calls. They do my outbound calls. I have an admin that does all of the admin work that we collect data from the courthouse and everywhere else. And then I have a person that does all my social media and video editing for YouTube, my vlogs, and my podcast. So I have 4 people all together. He says I have 55, this guy on YouTube says I have 55 buyers and 7-10 will actually consistently buy for me. What do you recommend? That's what you need. You need is a good 5 to 10 buyers, and you will make, you'll make $100,000 a month off of that. What we started doing is what we call a highest and best sale. I learned that from Sean Terry. So we've been having sort of like a 30-minute open house on the weekends, basically, for all the cash buyers to create like if you've got a hot property, create a feeding frenzy and allow them to join that way. And they can, trust me, you might get an extra $5 grand more than what you were thinking. Let me see here. It's blowing me up. Never mind. All right, so what source do you get from the, oh, hold on a second, guys. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. So the way that, sorry, I had somebody at the door locked. The way that we source our virtual assistants is I have a main virtual assistant I've been working with for over a year, and what she does is she goes out and finds all the virtual assistants that I need, and we started a service where she finds everybody else's virtual assistants now. So when Angie is going to be interviewing her virtual assistant in 30 minutes, she's going to be talking to talking to her, and my virtual assistant Alexis sets all that up for everybody. So she's actually set up Mr. Sippy's virtual assistant and all that stuff like that. So it's very important to have those, and that's how my business is ran. So I can be anywhere in the world, which I think I'm planning on going to Bali very soon. So that I could be anywhere in the world and my business runs smoothly. Let's answer a question over here from YouTube. How many offers a day were you making when you started? I would make about 2 to 3 offers a day. I still only make about 5 to 6 offers a day, if that. And my team makes all of those offers, but we're very selective on what we do. Let's see what else here. I like the open house idea. Do you push it back when you did you get pushback when you induced that idea, and how to respond? No, I didn't get any pushback. So what happens, and I'll explain it to you. I wish Derek was here so he can better explain it to you. What happens is, use that plug right there. Oh, what happens is that you have buyers, you have a property that's pretty hot, right? And let's just say Saturday at 11 o'clock or Thursday at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you basically shoot out a text message, which we use, what is the name of the text message? We use one of these text messaging services that blasts out the text message the 2 days before, the day of, 30 minutes before, and we email it out to everybody. in our list and we say, hey, listen, house here, asking price $55,000, which is lower than what we would actually take for it, because we know when we get there, you're going to submit your highest and best offer. It's call loop. That's right. We use call loop for the text message and stuff. If you guys want a virtual assistant, shoot me an email. It's going to be max@therealmaxwell.com. Just shoot me an email and I'll put you guys in contact with. What she charges is she charges $150 setup fee, and then she'll set up she'll go out and screen everybody for you, and then she will you would then do Skype interviews, and then you'll have the final say so. So yeah, if you need VAs, there you go. Appreciate it, Mr. Sippy. This guy says, I'm sending mailers, doing bandit signs, yellow letters, but I hit a stump and can't get a hold of sellers. What do you recommend? All right, so if you guys are also looking for, how much is your VA's hour? I'm not sure. I pay them a salary. I forget what it breaks down to, but it's pretty cheap, right? Like $5 or less. Listen, mailers are expensive, so I don't do them. Bandit signs are great. I find that you get a lot of good leads from that. And we do PPC. So you hit a stump. How do you get a hold of sellers? So what are you saying? Have you skip traced the list and now you need to get a hold of those sellers, or what are you saying, Dominique? Let me know. How much of the VAs are out? I already answered that. Am I missing any questions? When is the next time you're in Jamaica? So I was supposed to go like 2 weeks ago, and I forgot what happened. But I'm going to be going to Jamaica soon. In the month of December, I'll be there. So yeah, I would love to connect when I get down there. I'll be in Kingston as well too, so that's where I'll stay when I go down there. Pablo had a question. Sorry, Pablo. Oh, I had a couple sellers, but they want to sell with realtors instead of cash deal. How do you deal with them? So Pablo, here's it is. You're never going to convince a person to sell their house pennies on the dollars. You're just going to, it's not possible. This person needs to be motivated for whatever reason. You know, whatever their reason is. Remember, we offer a discount. We buy properties at a discounted price for speed and convenience. Okay? So if that person is not looking for speed and convenience, you can't convince them. You know, we do not find deals. We make them. You know, and, you know, a Big Sip will talk about that, you know. So if that person wants to sell with the realtor, push them to the realtor, you know. Refer them to a realtor, you know. Get your leads sent out to a realtor. My buddy in Miami has a system built out where he sends his leads to over to a realtor, and they pay a referral fee, quote unquote, not a referral fee. Well, his mom's a realtor, so he siphons the money through that. Let's see. So if you want a VA, send me an email. I'll get you in touch with Alexis. Do you use Zillow as a lead source? I haven't yet, Andrew. I've heard people find some stuff on Zillow, but I've never used Zillow as a lead source. My top lead sources are, I'm doing a video on that tomorrow. So you'll see a new published video in what we call the Wholesaling Elite War Room. It's the Wholesaling Elite War Room. I want you guys to come out and check that out because it's going to be an interesting video. The War Room is basically where we deep dive deals and we talk about exact strategies on certain things, right? Let's see. I'm having skip tracing but not having any success. What are you using for skip trace? What are you using for a skip trace? When will you drop the video about structure of your company? Bowtie Tez, that is coming this weekend, or I might be able to drop tomorrow depending on how fast my editor gets it out. I put him under a lot of pressure. Let's see, any meetups in Charlotte soon? I don't know. I need to go out there and connect, man. There's some great guys in Charlotte. So that needs to happen before the end of the year so everybody's energized towards the beginning. But Shane, that's a good question. We need to hit up like Nazar and see if he can orchestrate something. I'm sure you guys know of him in Charlotte. I have a property I'm looking at. It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 840 square feet with a good sized lot for $85,000 from the MLS. Should I use my own contract? Is it a good deal though? See, I can't answer questions like that because I don't know your market. I don't know anything about what your market is. So if it's from the MLS and nobody else has bought it, it's probably not a good deal. Just speaking. Yeah, I would Hills man. I would love to meet you guys when I get to Jamaica. Obviously, everybody down here knows that I'm Jamaican. So yeah, Adrian. So guys, if you don't know Adrian, he's gonna be on my podcast. It's coming out I think Monday. Adrian is he's a good guy, man. He runs a lot of the he's your information guy at OnCaret, and if you don't have OnCaret, you're crazy. And we deep dived the conversation, and we talked about more of what he's doing in wholesaling. He's an active wholesaler, so that's good. So I'm answering questions from Instagram and YouTube, guys, because we're live on both. I use counted sessions to cross-reference of the true people, and I use Zaba Search. I don't know about Zaba Search, but shoot me an email, and I'll put you in touch with my person that I'll put you in touch with my person that does my bulk skip, because I just bulk skipped 7,000 skip traces, and he got it done in 3 days, 13 cents a piece, right? So use that. Just shoot me an email, max@therealmaxwell, and I get you in touch with my guy that does skip tracing. CRM, I use InvestorFuse. Yeah, you're right, money making. If you don't have OnCare, you're crazy. I use InvestorFuse. It's the best. It's automated. I use Mojo for my outbound cold callers. So I don't know if you know my structure, which we'll talk about that in the video that's coming up. The structure of my business is we do not use any mail, virtually zero, right? And we're still able to do 50,000 a month consistently, and we're climbing to the $100,000 a month mark. And hopefully we get to that threshold by January. As far as 2 deals, 2 consecutive months at 100,000. So any more questions, guys? I want to help somebody out. And here goes this. I'm going to let you guys into a little secret. So myself, Mr. Sippy, and Big Sip are all going to be doing this new campaign coming up, and we're going to be shooting some ads very soon that you're going to be seeing on Facebook and stuff. But here's the gist of what is going to happen. I'm letting the cat out of the bag. What we're going to do is we're going to launch a program where we're going to go to any city, right? You're basically going to sign up and tell us why we need to come to your city. We're going to fly to your city and find your first deal and get it closed in 72 hours. That's anywhere in the United States. Anywhere in the United States. So you're basically, it's going to be a sign-up form. You're going to tell us a little about your business, and 3 of us are going to fly into your city. We're going to bring a camera crew, and we're going to find the deal in 72 hours. Daniel Turner is asking, what are your main marketing tactics since you don't do direct mail? All right, cool. So, hey, Leica, there goes, I'm not even going to tell who she is, but she's she plays a very important part in my company. Very, very important part. So basically, one of my main marketing tactics, here's the thing. All right, so I'm going to try to remember this from the top of my head. Bandit signs, put out 100 a week. Let's see. Probates, which we pull from, we pull these probates from our courthouse ourselves. We have a courthouse runner. I'm trying to remember this from the top of my brain, guys. And then we do PPC. We spend about $2 grand a month on PPC. Let's see, what are my other sources? We use tax delinquent. I have a whole sheet, guys, but this video that I'm going to explain in my business, it's coming out this weekend, and you guys are going to be blown away. The video is how to set up a $100,000 a month wholesaling business, and that's just for me. That's just for me, right? So this is how we set it up. What percentage of your income is probate? That's a good question, man. I should know those KPIs. Let's just say we'll land a probate deal every month between the sum of $10,000 to $20,000. And we do around 50, climbing to 100,000 every month. So yeah. Those are my marketing tactics. Thanks, Shane, for the anything. Shane, what market are you in? You guys do not discount bandit signs, people. You got to be consistent with it, though. You got to be able to have a system, and I'll show you that system in that YouTube video that's coming. You got to put out 100 bandit signs a week, man. Yeah, Mr. Sippy says, listen, send us questions directly in the DM if you're not 100% sure or want to ask the question out loud. But you should ask it out loud because everybody can put some input. And join us on Facebook. It's called The Real Estate Roundup and also Wholesaling Elite. How soon do you attempt to contact a probate lead as the hearse is leaving the funeral home? No, I'm joking. We don't. No, we don't do it that fast. Usually they show up at our courthouse pretty soon. I don't. How soon? You know, that's touchy. You know, when I see it, it's probably a month after the person passes away, after they start filing the probate documents. When they start filing the probate documents, they've gotten over, not gotten over, I shouldn't say that. They've come to start dealing with the business part of somebody passing away. Shane says he's in Charlotte doing 2 to 4 deals a month. Charlotte's hot, man. I'm moving close to you guys, but I'm not going into Charlotte. Yeah. So what percentage of my deals are foreclosures? Tax or foreclosures? 50%. 50% of the deals. And I wouldn't say foreclosures, but I would say foreclosure intimate. Are you putting bandit signs out in the same area? Yes, consistently. So 100 pretty much can cover my county in the big part. Do I invest in the Atlanta market? No, I don't. Hey, money making. Stay out of the triad, man. No, I'm just playing. Everybody knows the triad's hot. Charlotte's hot. The triad's warm. I like warm. I don't like hot. Are you putting bandit signs out in the same area? Yeah, we have a guy. We pay $1.50 per each sign, and they put it out. They put it out every week. Yeah, I know you from Winston, man. We talked about it. We talked about it. So yeah, guys, hit me with some more questions. We got like 15 more minutes. You know, Instagram cuts us off. And I would really love for you guys to check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. When you first started off, how did you get your first deal? I've watched hundreds of YouTube videos on the topic, but I need to know the steps from A to Z. All right, so listen. Big Sip is a big proponent on this. If you're looking for your first deal, your best way to find your first deal is driving for dollars. You want to drive for dollars. You want to go into neighborhoods you've never been in before, and you want to find the ugliest house in the prettiest neighborhood. Does that make sense? There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds vacant houses in your county. I trust you. Yes, I have a script for cold calling. If you guys want my script for cold calling, please just email me, max@therealmaxwell, and I'll share with you guys 100% free. 100% free. Is it the best in the business? Probably not. But it works. He's right. Find the eyesore in the neighborhood when you're driving for dollars. And listen, when I get bored, guys, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, you know, because I haven't watched any football this year. I've cut it out of my life. Because I felt like they were watching people make millions. I want them to watch me make millions. So listen, Sundays when I'm bored, I go drive through neighborhoods I've never been through before. And yeah, Big Sip is the master negotiator. He wrote a book about it. So if you want a VA, if you want my cold calling script, please email me. But here, let me tell you about my cold calling script, guys. So I have a team of virtual assistants that make cold calls. All they try to do is to see if the person is interested in selling real estate. That's it. That's it. That's their number one job. And then they pass that lead on immediately, and the person is called by our virtual assistant, who is our leads manager. Now, she nurtures that lead. She wrings all the information out of them, and her job is to send the best leads to my acquisitions manager, and they make appointments. So my leads manager makes appointments, and those are assigned. So everybody has their individual thing. So I'm not overwhelming my cold caller with those long conversations. Those long conversations happen with my lead manager. So guy over here asked me where we are. Great market, absolutely. Dominique says, I know this is wholesaling, but what's a good book to read for flipping? I see you're very successful with that as well. You know, Dominique, I know the YouTube video makes it look like that, but flipping is about 10% of my business. 90% of my business is wholesaling. It's where I'm changing my family tree. Okay, so yeah, that is exactly what I'm doing. So how many cold calls do you do per day? What's your goal? So I think today I was looking, my cold caller did 280 something calls today. And that's their goal, is to hit around 300 calls every single day. And that will you'll get some good leads from that. So here's the thing, guys. Let me help you understand cold calling, right? So you have two types of wholesalers. Ones that absolutely love mailing and ones that hate it and can't afford it, okay? The ones that absolutely love mailing can send 25,000 mail pieces a month. I think, Miss Brett, tell me, Mississippi, tell me how much money or how many pieces does my man Sean Terry send, okay? Those guys send 25, 50, 100,000 mail pieces a month. So, you know, it's a numbers game, right? What we do is, here's the thing. You got a guy that sends mail and you have a guy that does cold calling, right? We have basically a calling center, okay? The same list that the guy that he pulls, we pull the same list, right? It's nothing special. While he's setting up his mailing campaign, we're calling them. He has to mail them. I think the average touch is 5 or 6 touches before you get a deal. We'll call them. We'll call them. We'll call them. We'll call them every freaking day. Every day. Every day. Okay? So that is the difference between our company, and we got it set up. So the money they spend on mail, we have a call center. We have people that are on the phone every day calling. They use a triple line dialer. They're calling 3 numbers at one time. That's efficient. And, you know, here's the thing. These cold callers will call people, and the seller will pick up a phone and says, oh, you sent me a piece of mail. I'm not, okay, sure. I didn't, but if you think that's me, let's roll with it. Right? So, Daniel, that's the answer. We did 280, each person did 280 calls a day. And you'll get the guy that dumped the stack of direct mail out. Yeah, if you listen to my podcast, I think it was episode 2. The guy interviewed spent $23,000 on direct mail and made $14,000. Any chance for mentoring? I don't know how to say your name. The flashy playboy. I'm just gonna call you Flash. Okay. So Flash, check this out. We all 3 of us are gonna start some type of thing because, you know, we've all helped. I've helped some people get their first deal this year. Mississippi's helped people get their first deal. Big Sips help people. So we've come together, and guys, we're behind the scenes growing something excellent for everybody. Direct mail hates, but he works. Yeah, I mean, anything. 5 touches. If I talk to somebody 5 times, like, it will work. It's gonna work. Direct mail does work, guys. I just don't like it. Okay? We've got a couple minutes left, so get these questions out. Man. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, please do so. It's therealmaxwell.com/ebook. therealmaxwell.com/ebook. And listen, if you want some one-on-one time with me, right? Me in the phone, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, go to callme.therealmaxwell.com. Callme.therealmaxwell.com. You can book some one-on-one time with me. I'll go through your business and see what's going on. When dealing with subject to, what kind of return should I be looking for investors? So check this out. If you're doing a subject to deal, you might want to keep it. I'm working on one right now in Greensboro, North Carolina. And basically, You know, it's no money down. It's very little rehab. You keep it. But listen, technically speaking, if you can put down little money, cash flow between $300 to $500, you keep that thing. There's no point of assigning that. You keep it. You sell it. So on this deal, we won't make any money. We'll make about $5,000 on the front end. We'll make 30 grand in 2 years on it. I'll hold it. Plus cash flow, $300 a month. Okay. Daniel Turner over on YouTube says, how many VAs you have and how many do you have in your call center working for you? I have a total of two VAs making phone calls and 4 other VAs that work for me on my business. So a total of 6. Subject to is buying a house subject to existing financing. How much money would you say goes out of your company a month for VA and outsourcing? So let's see. Let's just put it like this. Each VA, and I'm talking a top-notch VA, will cost you anywhere between $150 to $220 a week. Now, for me, that's cheap. They're efficient. And I hate to tell you guys, they're better than American workers. I tried to hire American workers. They're better. On time, no excuse, go-getter attitude. As a wholesaler, do you think working with real estate agents are recommended? Dominique, my acquisitions manager is a realtor. You just have to find the realtor with the mindset. Find somebody that is works with investment people. You're at 98% of your realtors, your agents are dumb as shit. Trust me, I used to be one. So I'm not just saying that because I love realtors, but I used to be one. And know the difference between what a real estate agent, a broker, and a realtor is, okay? If you're an agent or broker, you can be a realtor as long as you pay the fee to become a realtor and sign a code of ethics. Realtor is just a trademark name, an association. A broker is somebody that owns the brokerage. They usually have more experience to them and they're more responsible. An agent is somebody that works for a brokerage. That's pretty much it. All right. My VA is great. He is keeping me going to bring more leads. Yep. No, what is it you're doing with the cash flow deal I left for IG? So if you get a deal where somebody wants out, it says the Real Maxwell ebook is down. No, therealmaxwell.com/ebook. Better not be down. Might get fired. No, it is down. I'll fix that. I don't know why. Anyways, any more questions? So you got to put the www in front of it. www.therealmaxwell.com/ebook. Any thoughts of leveraging your own credit or money for traditional wholesale deals? Expand that a little bit for me so I can know what you're talking about. What are good questions to ask an agent to add to give your team some good deals? All right, so first thing you're gonna do is stay away from the agents that work for any of the big companies, your Remaxes, your Prudentials, even any other stuff, all that stuff. If you wanna book a call with me, it's callme.therealmaxwell.com. I would type it, but this takes too long. Angie called me. We talked. We talked, and I set her up with a virtual assistant and some other things, and she's rocking and rolling. It says, good questions to ask agents. All right, so Daniel, stay away from agents that work for the big three. You want to find an agent that has their own practice, right? Usually smaller. Usually they work with investment people and they understand what's going on. And that's a cool resource to get buyers. So my acquisition manager this year alone has probably sold, I don't know, 7 to 10 of my deals himself. So he's eating off both ends. He acquired it and he went and sold it. Join the real estate group. Yeah, you guys see that. Let's see, what's a good question? What type of haircut do you ask for? Ha, it's fresh. Appreciate it. This haircut is custom, man. I came up with this myself. I don't even know what it's called. It's like a little BMX ramp here in the front, a little part, you know, something like that, trying to stay young. James Harden. Yeah, I get that a lot too, believe it or not. I'm just not tall, nor do I have his money. All right, guys, a few more minutes, a couple minutes. I'm going to roll out of here. I know I started a little bit late, but I'm about to go into a meeting. I'm about to go on another meeting before we end the day. Yes, Mississippi, drive for dollars, research, call the owner. Listen, guys, let's carry this conversation into the real estate roundup. What I want you to do, co-wholesaling is good as long as you vet the person. Just me, Chuck. So Chuck, make sure you vet the person. What's up, Swifty? What's up? Anybody got any questions? We got a couple more minutes. Max, send me the skip tracing info later. Thank you. Oh, absolutely. I have no idea who this is. Swifty J4X. Supreme being. All right, everybody. Join our Facebook group called the Real Estate Roundup. You can ask these questions 24/7, 365 in that group. It's myself, Mr. Sippy, and the Big Sip. We're in that group. We're all answering questions. We post videos. Here's the thing. Join that Facebook group because the video that I'm recording on how I run a $100,000 a month wholesaling business is going to be in there before I post it on YouTube. All right, guys? Remember, if you have not downloaded my ebook, go to www.therealmaxwell.com/ebook. Okay, if you want to book a one-on-one session with me so I can go over your business, call me.therealmaxwell.com. Listen, guys, I really appreciate you. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on YouTube, I love all of you guys. I do this for y'all. I really do. And remember, our goal is we want to make sure you get your first deal. Yo, we still have time left before the end of the year. Who needs a Christmas check of $10,000, guys? Who needs a Christmas check of $10,000? Go out and wholesale, people. Go out and wholesale. I wish you guys the best. I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right? Peace out. We love y'all.